Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be the next video in the crystal series. Today I will be talking about Lapis Lazuli. And to keep me on task, I have notes. So you may see me look down quite a bit to my notes, just so that we keep on track. So I guess I'll start with some of the key things about Lapis Lazuli. And here's one here. Let's see if it'll focus. So you can see Lapis Lazuli is made up of lazurite, pyrite. So you can see there like the inclusions of pyrite and white calcite. Those are some of the main components of Lapis Lazuli. There are some that have other components in it as well, but mainly it's lazurite. Let's see again. Lazurite, pyrite, and white calcite. And Lapis Lazuli is one of my favorite stones, and it's not because I've worked with it and I'm accustomed to its energies and what it does. I just love Lapis Lazuli. Period. Some of the things that or keywords I'm gonna say associated with Lapis Lazuli is truthfulness, like inner wisdom, communication. And so as far as the chakras go, Lapis Lazuli is great for your throat chakra, but also your third eye and your crown chakra. And I'll get further into the chakras a little later on. First, I want to do like a brief history on Lapis Lazuli. Lapis Lazuli was very important, or maybe I'd say treasured or highly used in the ancient world. You mainly see this in ancient Egypt, in Mesopotamia. Rome used Lapis Lazuli. Sorry, I am still trying to get over this cold. It's been kicking my butt for over a week. Sumer also used Lapis Lazuli, and China and Greece are some of the places that use Lapis Lazuli. You also have places like Peru, because I don't want to forget. So let me just look this up. But I know definitely okay, yes. So yeah, and Peru is and India are some of the places that use Lapis Lazuli, but you'll mainly see it especially in ancient Egypt. In ancient Egypt, Lapis Lazuli was used for a variety of things. It was used for medicine. It was ground up to make cosmetics, like around the eyes. I guess you could call it like eyeshadow, but pharaohs used them as well to draw around their eyes. I guess you could say like an early form of eyeliner. It was used in jewelry, amulets. It was used in masonry, like bowls and things like that. A variety of uses they used in ancient Egypt. They also used it as handles for daggers, combs, a lot of things. To the ancient Egyptians, they considered Lapis Lazuli the stone of the gods, and so you would see pharaohs wear them a lot. They would be used as paint for the sarcophagi for a pharaoh, and it was worn a great deal, especially by royalty. Also in Sumer, same thing. It was considered, in Sumer they considered Lapis Lazuli to contain like the spirits of deity, of the divine. So to them, it was also it was holy, but they also considered a stone of royalty, and it gave that connection again between the divine and royalty. I guess let's move on to the chakras. So like I said, it's good for your throat chakra. It helps with communication. If you're having problems communicating, let's say you have to give a speech, you have a hard time speaking publicly, or you're having a hard time finding the right words to say, which is a big issue for me. So I probably should be working with Lapis Lazuli a lot more. But also, Lapis Lazuli is good for your third eye chakra, crown chakra. It's good with connecting to the divine. It's good with accessing your intuition. Some do dream work with Lapis Lazuli. Lapis Lazuli is good with dealing with emotional hurts, blockages, things that are blocking you. So past traumas that are blocking you, preventing you from flourishing. Oh my gosh, flourishing. From flourishing spiritually, emotionally. Let's say you are disconnected in your relationship, you have a partner, but you have past traumas that does not allow you to open up, to be that person who can trust easily or open up emotionally, things like that. Working with Lapis Lazuli will help dig up that muck, those past hurts that's holding you back, preventing you from progressing in life. Also, for physical ailments, it's said that Lapis Lazuli is good at finding like the karmic roots to any ailments or diseases you have, to working through those things, to clearing out whatever blockages again that you might have that's preventing you from healing, from being able to heal, like or things that are self-sabotaging you. Lapis Lazuli is good for working with those kinds of things as well. Lapis Lazuli in ancient times, I don't know if it was like medieval, Renaissance time. Well, because Christian artwork was big during both times. But I'm going to say around medieval, Renaissance time, Lapis Lazuli is what they used as paint. They were grounded up to make aquamarine. And aquamarine was the color that they typically used when working on paintings of the Virgin Mary. So her robes would be painted aquamarine, which is actually the version of the Virgin Mary that I associate or I connect with a lot. I've always, out of all the incarnations of the Virgin Mary, it's the one where she's in blue robes that I have always been touched by more, even as a child in Catholic school. And we had this ginormous statue of Mary right outside the principal's office. It's the big one where she's stepping on the serpent, and that's the image of her that I identify with most. So in ancient times, in medieval, Renaissance times, artists used ground up lapis lazuli to make the pigment for those paintings. So that's basically it. I do want to work with lapis lazuli more, and I do have smaller pieces, and I have, I know some say that it's hard to work with lapis lazuli. It might be hard to connect with it. Also, it could become overwhelming to the person. So maybe if you're going to work with it and you're finding that you're getting too overly entrenched, I guess, or you're just finding that you're having a difficult time, perhaps one, start with a smaller piece, but also work with it in small doses, small amounts of time. So that's basically it. Lapis Lazuli again. Oops, 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 oops. That's what it looks like. And I'm sorry for the glare. I have the shades open. So that's Lapis Lazuli. So thank you for watching, and blessed be.